Here again, post-game, George.
Same results as the time before and the time before that, it seems like. Mighty Oba, the Bills just can't seem to stop their Joe Mixon had 14 attempts for 37 yards. They really only had 54 yards total offense, but total yards rushing. But the key was the game plan. Everybody in the Bengals locker room said the game plan was that they always have an excellent game plan each week, and especially against the Bills. They focused on using their big tight ends to go against the Bills linebackers. That was the key comment. Irv Smith Jr. said that was the key. We wanted to go up against it. We wanted to isolate the Bills linebackers against our tight ends, and it worked again to a very successful night.
Last few years, the Buffalo Bills have gotten away with using Teron Johnson as a nickel/linebacker. The last few weeks, you've seen he has been a bullseye on him.
Exposed.
He's absolutely exposed. He's too small. He can't deal with the Irv Smiths and these big receivers. T. Higgins was a factor today.
Yes.
If you were trying to take Jamar Chase out or Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins was big time. Irv Smith was big time. And they were able to do just enough to beat the Bills. And once again, the Bills refuse to run the football.
Refused it, even out of the shotgun.
I think
draw plays.
Eight carries to the running backs?
Yeah, 8 carries. You're absolutely right.
8 carries to the running back.
Three for, yeah, that's right. 8 carries. Six for Cook, two to Murray. And please, quit saying Latavius Murray isn't impactful. You can't be impactful with 2 carries a game. The man has not carried the ball 10 times in one game. Give the man the football. Let him see what he can do. Stop talking about like you did Devin Singletary. You kept saying that man couldn't run. He didn't get the ball enough times. And we're seeing it again with Latavius Murray. He's not getting the football enough to be an impactful player on this Buffalo Bills team.
And also, too, for the first time, Ken Dorsey ran a reverse. I mean, how can you set up a defense and you're just coming at them with the same plays each and every week? I thought the Bengals did an excellent job in the second half of getting Stephon Diggs out of the game. He was good in the first half, almost invisible. Greg Russo should donate his check to charity.
Yes.
I'm sorry, brother. You were nowhere to be found.
No.
You cannot play this game at this level without your impact players at impact positions making impact plays.
And one last point that I've noticed from McDermott and Bean, especially this goes on McDermott, you don't play your younger guys enough. Dalton Kincaid should have started the season and ahead of Dawson. Dawson Knox should be the backup to Dalton Kincaid. This kid has real skill, and you're going with a guy that has the dropsies ahead of him just because he's been here longer. This guy was a backup in college. He's never been a starter on the college level, and you making him a starter on the pro level. You should have drafted Irv Smith Jr. when you had the chance, and now he's over in the Cincinnati Bengals showing up the Buffalo, showing you why he should have been a Buffalo Bill when he came out.
This game went according to script. I keep telling people every game is matchups. This is a matchup the Bills have not been able to solve.
No,
and
not even close.
It's not going to change until the Bills, McDermott and Bean either get some different players in here, but most importantly, their philosophy towards beating the Bengals has not been very good.
No, and I think Tremaine Edmonds would have been a hell of a help tonight, and that linebacker crew with his reach, just with his reach alone and his size.
Definitely.
Irv Smith Jr. and the other tight end would not have been getting off like they got off tonight. How you going out there with little guys? Bernard has a concussion. Now we hear that 2 of the cornerbacks, Bensford and Dane Jackson, are injured because these guys are too small.
Yeah.
You're going with guys that are way too small, and when you get against a physical team like the Bengals, it shows up every time.
I thought that there were instances during the game that our offensive line just collapsed.
Yeah, pushed back.
Spencer Brown and Cyrus Torrance struggled, and I thought Mitch Morris probably played his worst game this year. Up the middle, I thought DJ Reader, once again, he's owned Mitch Morris. He once again bought and paid for him again in this game. I'm sorry.
Yes, indeed.
But, if the Bills want to get to where they want to get to, you've got to beat the Bengals. You've got to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. You got to beat the Baltimore Ravens. Right now, I don't put the Bills in either category of any of those teams.
And this is why Buffalo lost to the New England Patriots. The lowly Patriots, they only 2 wins, 7 losses. One of the wins against the Bills because they're a physical football team, and they played the Bills physical, and they came out the winner against the Buffalo Bills.
One of the best offensive players today, Irv Smith Jr. Radman said Bills should have took him. Who did they take? Dawson Knox. Hello. Sorry.
A backup, a guy that never started one down in college football.
Oh, my goodness.
Unbelievable draft pick. Their draft picks is what also has the Bills in this trouble right now, the predicament that they're in. You can't solve it by going getting veterans off of other teams. You got to draft guys in the top rounds and make sure that they're the top round guys and should be starting for your football team. You don't have Dawson Knox starting ahead of Dalton Kincaid. No way, no how.
Should have been a day one starter.
Should have been a day one starter. And these other guys, that's the problem. That you got to get guys in here in the early part of the drafts that can play, that can come in and make a difference for your football team. And that's the problem we see with the Buffalo Bills. Check us out, Real Deal Sports Show, 105 The Beat, every Saturday morning, 8 to 9 a.m. Go to YouTube, like us, notify. You get notifications. Hey, it's free. It may not mean much to you, but it means an awful lot to us. Please just hit the subscribe button and subscribe to Real Deal Sports Show via YouTube.